Also, the judges listen carefully to the speller's pronunciation of the word, and if they sense that
You're
the
looking
speller...
live at the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee from the OU Children's Hospital campus, the Samus Education Center, the Rainbolt Family Auditorium. And right now, the rules are being read to 40 students who will be competing over the next few hours on this Saturday afternoon in the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. I'm Dave Morris from News OK and the Oklahoman. We'll be streaming this live on News OK and our various social media platforms throughout the day as we crown a champion that'll head to the National Spelling Bee, the Scripps National Spelling Bee. I'm joined today throughout the webcast by Ben Felder from the Oklahoman. How are you, Ben?
Doing well, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, a little bit nervous.
I'm kind of nervous too.
Not for me, for the students.
Yeah, I was walking, even just a few minutes ago, walking down the stairs, and there was just a lot of tension in the room, and looking at some of these kids' faces. I even tried to smile at one, and he wasn't having any of it. He was already focused.
He's like, Ben, this is serious work here. This is the time. This is go time.
Yeah.
I was chatting with Kristen Davis, Director of Communications from Sonic, earlier in the auditorium. She's actually competed in these before, and she was like, yeah, it is pretty nerve-wracking. Maybe not at this level, but in spelling bee competitions. And have you ever?
I never made it past a class round.
Gotcha.
I believe these things usually start in the classroom, or at least it did for me growing up. You know, everybody spells in your class, and the winner of the class goes to the school-wide competition at the auditorium. Was not the best speller. Spell check became my friend in my journalism career. But yeah, a lot of excitement here, and a trip to the national contest in Maryland is on the line.
Ben outlined the various levels that you go through, and we can rock through those real fast. The regional level Bs were held through February 17th. Of course, we're at the Central Oklahoma State B here. The happens March 3rd today on this Saturday at the OU Children's Hospital. 20 regions across the state. Today, this one represents 50 counties and 40 students, as we mentioned off the top, will be competing today. Grades 4 through 8, public, private, and homeschool, so it's across the board.
Yeah, students of all backgrounds, of all schools, get a chance to compete in this thing, and as you mentioned, a lot of different levels. So the spellers that we have here today, have had some victories. Obviously, they've won their school B, they've won their regional. I imagine the stakes just continue to feel a lot higher the further you go. And like we said, that trip to Maryland, the Washington D.C. area, is on the line at the national contest.
It'll be the 91st Scripps Howard Spelling Bee, and as you mentioned, that'll be at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center, National Harbor, Maryland. They call it Bee Week, so that'll be May 29th through the 31st, but there's festivities May 27th through June the 1st. Should be a good time, and best of luck to all the students. Right now, let's go back to the auditorium and check in on the action.
Competition. So officials, when I say your name, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? First, I'd like to introduce our pronouncer, Kim Poole. Kim. Next, our head judge, Clarita Porter. Judge Sylvia Estrada. Judge Charlotte Lopp. And our final judge, Margaret Wyatt. Thank you, officials, for being here. We really appreciate you all. Today, we're going to enjoy a great American tradition. The format of this competition is that of a traditional spell down, and that is that each of the spellers you see here will receive one word per round. This final local spelling bee is a bridge between the regional spelling bee level and the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. Success at the school level bee is usually tied to memorization of a list of several hundred words. Success at the national bee is all about application of language concepts and patterns to correctly spell any of the 472,000 words from the Big Dictionary. Did you know that there's not one single national bee champion that claims to have memorized the Big Dictionary? Not one. Many national champs do, however, lay claim to Herculean efforts to master those concepts and patterns. So success in today's bee, in the beginning, is all about what you have memorized. But in the end, we'll bridge, and it will likely be all about the words that you probably have not memorized. When your moment arrives, Just do like the pros do in DC. Slow down, ask questions, think positively, and you will be ready to meet and rise to the challenge. Before we begin, I want to talk about the microphone. I'm talking to all of you folks here, okay? It's really important that you adjust the microphone in any way that you need to. So if you're not quite tall enough, you can point it downwards. You can raise it up. And you need to make sure that you speak very clearly into the microphone, and you want to look directly at the judges as you speak. And this is going to help. This will help the judges to, one, determine if you're pronouncing the word correctly. And as you're ready to begin spelling your word, just remember, take a deep breath and enunciate each letter with care, okay? Enunciate each and every letter directly into the microphone. With that, it is my pleasure. I'd like to introduce Kristen Davis, the Director of Communications from Sonic, one of our generous sponsors of today's event. She would like to come up and say a few words. Kristen?
Thank you so much. I'm so thrilled to be here, and how amazing to see so many bright students participating in this wonderful program. I'm getting nervous just thinking about what it's like to stand up here and spell a challenging word, so I'm very excited for them. As you all probably know, Sonic is very dedicated to supporting educational opportunities throughout the state of Oklahoma and throughout the nation. And we have been so thrilled to sponsor the Spelling Bee for many years now. We think that the Spelling Bee is such a great way for students to learn. So I'm happy to be here. Sonic's thrilled to sponsor this, and we're excited for the students. And now I'll turn it over to Jessica Martinez-Brooks.
Thank you, Kristen. On behalf of the University of Oklahoma, it is my pleasure to be here today. These students have worked tremendously hard over the past several weeks to learn these words and to practice, probably with many of you in this audience today. Their hard work and their dedication and their commitment to a challenge that some students just don't take on, so that sets you apart from all the rest of your classmates. And we at the University of Oklahoma would love to see you here. Whenever you graduate from high school, and whenever that may be, please know that the top 5 finalists today will receive scholarships to come to OU. So thank you all so much for what you do. Keep up that hard work, and Boomer Sooner.
We're also very grateful to the University of Oklahoma for their ongoing support. And also on behalf of the Oklahoman, I want to say thank you all for joining us to celebrate the achievement of these fantastic young spellers. And before I turn it over to the pronouncers and judges, I do want to point out one more thing. If you do have a protest that you would like to make during the bee, there are forms right down here with Brooke Marley, who's waving her hands at you. You can take a form and you can fill it out and bring it back to Brooke. She is not the decision maker, so you don't need to make your argument to her. Just write it down and she will get that over to the judges. And please remember that it needs to be done within the same round that the area being challenged took place in. Once the new round starts, we're not able to accept any more protests. At that, I would ask that all of you please turn off your cell phones and limit your photography to non-flash photography, and I'm going to turn it over to our pronouncer and our judges. Let's spell.
Okay, guys, we are going to do a practice round. You will come up to the microphone, stand on, you see the tape on the floors, that's where you'll stand. You'll face the judges, and I will give you a word to spell just for practice, and you will spell it, and they say their names and grade and where they're from?
Yes.
Okay, and if you are the next speller, you will stand on that second X back
It's
there.
right
Do you
behind
see it?
Uh-huh.
Anybody have questions before we get started? Okay. Okay, tell me your name, grade, and where you're from.
Travis, I'm in 8th grade in Butner Public Schools.
Okay,
Step up to the microphone a little bit more.
okay. And your word is at,
At AT.
correct.
Correct.
Hi, I'm Caleb Alberini. I'm from Heritage Hall, and I'm in eighth grade.
Back,
Back definition. BACK.
okay.
Correct.
My name is Rolando Alvarado. I'm in 5th grade, and I'm from Big Pasture Elementary.
Mad,
MAD. M-A-D. MAD.
Correct.
My name's Jaylee. I'm in 6th grade, and I go to Stratford School.
can,
Wait, what?
can.
Can. C-A-N. Can.
Correct.
My name is Nathan Averill, and I'm from 6th grade, and I'm from Fairview Public Schools.
Dad,
Dad. D-A-D. Dad.
Correct.
My name is Evangeline Bediaco.
Come a
I'm
little
in
closer to the
4th grade,
microphone.
and I'm from Nakoma Park Intermediate.
Okay, come a little closer to the microphone and repeat it, will you please? We want to hear you.
My name is Evangeline. I'm in 4th grade. I'm at the intermediate school.
am,
Am. A-M. Am.
Correct.
My name is Anya Birch. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm from Belle Isle Enterprise Middle School.
bat,
Bat. B-A-T. Bat.
Correct.
My name is Brendan Bishop. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm from Clinton Public Schools.
cat,
Cat. C-A-T.
Correct.
My name is Jake Boozer and I'm in 5th grade from Enid Public Schools.
sack,
Could you please repeat the word, please?
sack.
Sack. S-A-C-K. Sack.
Did you say so? Correct. And again, that is why it's so important that you repeat the word on that, so we can double check. Good job.
My name is Michaela Borgella, and I'm in 4th grade, and I'm from Pat Henry.
Run,
Run. R-U-N. Run.
Correct.
My name's Dawson. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm from Canute Elementary Schools.
train,
Train. T-R-A-I-N. Train.
So you're looking
Correct.
live at this 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee at the OU Children's Hospital campus. We're in the Rainbow Family Auditorium right now. This is a practice round, and this is an opportunity for the students and the judges and the pronouncer to kind of interact, get their feet wet, if you will, get the pacing, make sure that the students can hear what the pronouncer is saying and the judges can hear what the students are saying, and the students can adjust the microphones. Ben, it's just the practice round, and that's great right there. He's like, hey, I need this mic right here.
Yeah, I mean, kind of an important process here. I mean, as we talked about, kind of, probably naturally a lot of nerves. It gets a chance to kind of go through it. It's a practice round. No one's going to be exiting the competition. They kind of get a feel for the microphone. But even I think one of the most important parts here is just kind of hearing the pronouncer. We were kind of talking about, everyone has their own kind of unique style of talking, whether it's an accent or whatever it may be. And we've actually seen a couple moments where I think a student has, kind of asked repeat the word and kind of gotten a little bit of confirmation of what they're hearing. So this is actually kind of an important process, kind of like taking your at-bats before a baseball game. kind of getting comfortable with the bat and your stance and the field. And actually, looking out in the audience too. I mean, I imagine some kids have already spotted their families or their parents that might be there. And it's not it's a pretty large auditorium. And so, you want to step up there and not be caught off guard probably the first time you're getting a word that actually counts.
Capacity in the auditorium. Ashley Howard, who you saw on the webcast earlier today, standing right off camera. Capacity is around, 250, something like that? Somewhere in that neighborhood?
I believe the top section was 240.
240. So what you're looking at is the students out there on the stage, the pronouncer, the three judges that are next to her, and along with a head judge, the 4 judges total down there. We have a couple cameras, 3 cameras in the auditorium. We're actually in a green room just outside the auditorium, so we're at the top right back there. We're right behind what the camera sees. So you may be asking, why are those rows sort of empty where the tables are? Well, as Ashley mentioned, 6 tickets were given to each student to bring family and friends. And so, as Ben referenced, these kiddos, as they step up to the mic, are seeing the judges there to their left, who they are facing, but then the family and friends just outside, a couple rows up.
Yeah, so, not to use the baseball analogy too much here, but almost like a batter's eye, so they're not distracted as they're looking at the judge. It's, just gray seats behind there. They're not looking at any faces there, or, you don't want to say, as you're spelling, you don't necessarily want to see a grimacing face behind there that makes you think that you're going down the wrong path, or maybe gives you an unfair advantage. The students are going to be focused on the judge there, but obviously you don't want them to be distracted by people that might be sitting right behind them.
Or a person with a crazy rainbow wig,
You never know.
Just to keep that baseball analogy. It's 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. I'll recap what you've seen so far. Sponsors today: newspapers and education in the Oklahoman, OU, Sonic, and Children's Hospital. We had the registration program happened earlier today before we went live. You saw the reading of the rules as they went over all of that with the students. And then you saw presentations, Kristen Davis from Sonic, Jessica Martinez-Brooks from the University of Oklahoma, and Ashley Howard from the Oklahoman Newspapers and Education, as well as Bailey Huntsman was out there as well. And right now they're going through those practice rounds, Ben. Kids getting warmed up.
Yeah, it's just really kind of an exciting event, especially, in the world of education. A lot of focus, is often on, extracurricular activities like athletics. I mean, right now we've got the basketball state tournament going on, a lot of excitement there. And, the spelling bee is, kind of ranks up there. And it's one of those academic moments where we get a chance to actually kind of showcase some of the academic strength of students across the state, other than maybe competition on a court or a field. So a really exciting time, and a lot of attention. A lot of people really love watching the bee. I mean, that's evident, obviously, people that are watching today, but obviously when it goes to the National Spelling Bee, an event that's on national television that gets a lot of attention, and always kind of an interesting competition, not just for the parents and those that are connected to it, but I think people just in general are really kind of always gravitating towards it, whether they're good spellers or not.
It's a remarkable spectator-friendly sport.
It is, yeah, it really is. And I think, obviously you get a chance to kind of, it's almost like watching a game show. You kind of get to test your own, mental capacities. You might hear a word and you take a stab at it, feel good if you got it, or quickly realize that, wow,
that didn't work out.
These kids were already smarter than I am. But yeah, it really is. It is kind of a great spectator sport in a lot of ways. And the kids are always, it's always interesting in this is, they all have their own demeanors, right? And some kids, we saw actually one kind of walk up there, they may be calm and collective. Some may have natural facial tendencies, whether it's with their eyes or the shapes or looking up. It's always just kind of an interesting thing, because the thing about the spelling bee is you can always see the drama in the face a lot of times, especially when you get into the later rounds and the stakes get higher and the pressure mounts. It's one of those events where you really kind of get to focus in on the competitor's face, which you don't necessarily get to do in sports sometimes.
I'm Dave Morris alongside Ben Felder at the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee here at OU Children's Hospital. Practice rounds going on right now before they dive into it. Students, there will be 40 of them competing today from 50 counties in Oklahoma, 20 regions. And of those 40 students, 7 have competed in this competition before, 5 of which are returning from last year. Now, throughout today's webcast, we will have various interviews that we've conducted previously. Ben, in fact, you sat down with State Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister, and we'll have that interview later today. But she shared some stories about her thoughts on the spelling bee as well.
Yeah, well, once again, she said, it's really a highlight for schools. And, as someone who covers education, Obviously there's a lot of challenges right now in public education across Oklahoma. A lot of focus on issues like funding and teacher pay and resources in the classroom. It's always good when you can kind of look at more of a feel-good story, so to speak. I mean, like I said, this is a highlight for the state. I get a chance to see the talents of students, and there are plenty, even though they don't always necessarily get the attention in comparison to maybe some of those challenges. So it was great to talk to the state superintendent, let her kind of share her excitement about what the B means, not just for the students and the families, but just the public school system in general. Like I said, this is one of the highlights of the school year in terms of when Oklahoma's education system can really put itself on display.
I think that's a good point. A lot of times we talk about the grinding behind the scenes of the adults figuring things out. This is a chance for the students to show off and flex their muscles of their smarts, which is kind of cool.
I mean, I'll be the first to tell you as an education writer, I mean, too often the focus is often put on adults, whether adults are, arguing over money or policy or whatever it may be. And obviously those are important stories. But it's always great when we can get a chance to showcase the students that are putting in the work and setting themselves up for the future, whether that's in the classroom or outside the classroom like we have here today.
So that interview with State Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister, will bring that to you later during the webcast through one of the breaks. We also spoke with 3 former champions. We spoke with them as well: Jasmine Lee, Cole Schaefer-Ray, and last year's champ, Rohan Rajiv. And we'll have those interviews in their entirety if we have a chance later today in the breaks in the competition. Now, speaking of tough words to spell and playing along at home, our Grayson Cook and Tim Money, Ben, went out in the field for some man on the street. And I believe this was your idea of Oklahoma towns. And can you spell Potawatomi?
Yeah, we've got a natural spelling contest with just a map of Oklahoma.
That's right.
Especially for those that may not be from Oklahoma like myself, who've just been here for the last 6 years. And sometimes you always kind of come across a town that, A, is tough to pronounce.
Right.
You may not have the pronunciation down, even if it looks like an easy one.
Could be Miami, but no, it's Miami.
And then B, has maybe a tricky spelling, to it. So, yeah, definitely, I think, kind of an interesting game, so to speak, on seeing how well Oklahomans are at spelling some of the towns that are across the state.
So those are some of the information that we will bring your way. Ben, you have a breakdown. Now, we're about to toss it back to the auditorium, but real fast, just a breakdown of the states and how often they've won. I believe there have been 2 national winners from Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma has had 2 national winners, which is, obviously better than 1. A lot of states have had 1. A lot have had 2. The top state in terms of the most winners, national winners coming from it, would be Texas.
We hate them.
But probably understandable.
Right.
A population
it's a big
advantage
state
there, right? 11 winners have come from the state of Texas, followed by Ohio, Colorado, Pennsylvania and Tennessee tied there at 7. But yeah, 2 for Oklahoma. Joining Oklahoma with 2 winners each is Florida. That's a big state. Hey, we're punching above our weight there with Florida. And Georgia, Illinois, Nebraska, North Carolina, and Virginia are some of the states that have had 2 winners. Jamaica also has a winner.
I was about to say Jamaica's on the list.
I don't know the background of that. I wasn't.
Puerto Rico?
I couldn't say. Puerto Rico obviously makes sense.
Sure.
But Jamaica, I'm not sure the background on Jamaica being a participant. At least I did not know that they either are or were at one point.
Well, if you're curious about how you might stack up, you can go to the Scripps Howard National Spelling Bee website, and that, of course, is spellingbee.com, and take a challenge test yourself. At this point, I'm going to shut up, get out of the way, and toss it back to the floor of the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee.
Okay. Bagel.
Bagel. B-A-G-E-L. Bagel.
Hang on one second here. Oh, let me get my list here. There we go. Correct.
Dejected.
Rejected. Definition, please.
Cast down in spirits. Depressed.
Language of origin, please.
Latin to English.
Rejected. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Dejected.
Dejected. D-E-J-E-C-T-E-D. Rejected.
Correct.
Polygon.
Polygon. P-O-L-Y-G-O-N. Polygon.
Correct.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. CHOCOLATE. Chocolate.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Errand, noun. A trip made in order to deliver a message or to purchase or attend to something. Errand.
Errand. ERRAND. Errand.
Correct.
Loiter.
Definition, please.
To remain in or near a place in an idle or idle manner. Hang around aimlessly.
Loiter. LOITER. Loiter.
Correct.
Nostril.
Can I have the definition, please?
An external opening of the nose or nasal cavity of a vertebrate.
Nostril. NOSTRLE. Nostril.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is NOSTRIL. Nostril. Yes, absolutely. I need a pencil.
Cameo.
Cameo. CAMEO. Cameo.
Correct.
Spectrum.
Could you please repeat the word, please?
Spectrum.
Could I have the definition, please?
A series of images formed when a beam of light is subjected to dispersion and brought to focus so that the compound waves are arranged in the order of their wavelengths.
Spectrum. SPECTRUM. Spectrum.
Correct.
Denim.
Denim. DENIM. Denim.
Correct.
Crimp.
Can I have that in a sentence, please?
Yes. Having his mother chaperone the school dance put a crimp in Alan's footwork.
Is there any other pronunciations for it?
No.
Crimp. CRIMP. Crimp.
Correct.
Tragic.
Can you repeat the word?
Tragic.
Tragic. TRAGIC. Tragic.
Correct.
This word has a homonym. Confidence. Noun. A relation or state of trust between persons who share or impart secrets or intimate matters. Confidence.
Confidence. CONFIDENCE. Confidence.
Correct.
Haversack.
Haversack. HAVERSACK. Haversack.
Correct.
Cleanser.
Cleanser. Cleanser. Cleanser.
Correct.
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Can I please have the definition?
A science that deals with the relationship and symbolism of numbers and magnitudes, and that includes quantitative operations and the solution of quantitative problems. Mathematics.
Mathematics. Mathematics. Mathematics. Mathematics.
Correct. There you go. Thanks.
Typhoon.
Language of origin.
Greek to Arabic, and was influenced by Chinese and Greek words.
Can I have it in a sentence?
A typhoon of unimaginable fury swept across the island, swallowing up villages and sweeping away food crops.
Any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Okay. Typhoon. Typhoon. Typhoon.
Correct.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. Ambulance. Ambulance.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Protein, noun, any of a very large class of naturally occurring extremely complex combinations of amino acids that are essential constituents of all living cells and also of the diet of the animal organism. Protein.
Can I have the origin?
Greek derived French.
Protein. Protein. Protein.
Correct.
Capricorn.
Pronounce the word.
Capricorn.
Capricorn. CAPR IONCORN.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is CAPRICORN, Capricorn.
Threshold.
Can I have the definition?
The place or point of entering or beginning.
Threshold. THRESHOLD. Threshold.
Correct.
Contraband.
Contraband. CONTRABAND. Contraband.
Correct.
Fiend.
Fiend. FEIND.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is FIEND, fiend.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Loam, noun, topsoil, a usually fertile and humus-rich soil consisting of a mixture of clay, silt, and sand. Loam.
Loam. Loam. Loam.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Access, verb, to get at, gain freedom, or ability to obtain or make use of.
Access. ACCESS. Access.
Correct.
Newton,
Can you please give me the definition?
the unit of force in the meter kilogram second system of physical units that is of such size that under its influence a body whose mass is 1 kilogram would experience an acceleration of 1 meter per second per second. Newton.
Newton. Newton. Newton.
Correct.
Curriculum.
Can I hear in a sentence, please?
The school is planning to add Latin to its curriculum next year.
Curriculum. CURRICULUM. Curriculum.
Correct.
Forlorn.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The forlorn widow was most appreciative of the party her neighbors held to honor her birthday. Forlorn.
Is there any other alternate pronunciations?
Forlorn.
Forlorn. FOR LORN. Forlorn.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is FORLORN. Only one O.
One L. This word has a homonym. Spoor. Noun. A mark as a footprint, a trail, a scent, a sound or droppings left by one as a wild animal that has passed. Spoor.
Spoor. SPOOR. Spoor.
Correct.
Gradient.
Can you say that again?
Gradient.
Gradient. GRADIANT. Gradient.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is GRADIENT. Gradient.
Xylophone.
Could you please repeat that?
Xylophone.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Many African musical instruments are variations of the xylophone.
Xylophone. XYLOPHONE. Xylophone.
Correct.
Panic.
Panic. PANIC. Panic.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Maraca.
May I have the definition?
A rattle of Latin American origin that is often made from a hollow gourd containing pebbles or dried seeds and that is used as a percussion instrument, usually in pairs.
Can I have the word again?
Maraca,
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
maraca.
Maraca. M-A-R-A-C-A. Maraca.
Correct.
Worrisome,
Worrisome. Can I have the language of origin, please?
the word consists of two originally English parts.
Thank you. Worrisome. Can I have the definition, please?
Causing distress or anxiety.
Thank you. Worrisome. W O R R I S O M E. Worrisome.
Correct.
Synonym,
Synonym. May I please have the definition?
one of two or more words having essentially identical definitions.
Use of a sentence, please.
Barton sometimes uses a thesaurus to choose a synonym for an overused word.
Synonym. S-Y-N-O-N-Y-M. Synonym.
Correct.
Renovate,
Can you repeat the word?
renovate.
Renovate. R-E-N-O-V-A-T-E. Renovate.
Correct.
Huckster,
Huckster. H-U-T-S-T-O-R. Huckster.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is Huckster. Huckster. Good job.
angelic,
Angelic. A-N-G-E-L-I-C. Angelic.
Correct.
chipotle,
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Bonita spiced her stew with a chopped chipotle.
Are there any other pronunciations?
Yes. Chipotle, chipotle, chipotle. It is a smoked and usually dried jalapeno.
Chipotle. C-H-E-P-O-T-L-E-E.
Incorrect. The spelling is C-H-I-P-O-T-L-E. Chipotle. Good job.
Wiki wiki,
Can you give me the definition, please?
quickly or fast.
Can you repeat the word?
Wiki wiki,
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
no.
Can you repeat the word?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Wiki, wiki.
Wiki, wiki. W E A K Y. W-E-A-K-Y.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is W-I-K-I-W-I-K-I. Wiki, wiki. All right.
All right, that's the completion of the first round there. Boy, this is a lot of fun. Dave Morris alongside Ben Felder, Ashley Howard from Newspapers and Education, as we're going to dive quickly back to the auditorium at round 2.
It's a lesson learned on that. But the other thing I want to say, your coaches have done an outstanding job. You are so poised. I'd like for those, the individuals who have served as a coach, would you stand up back there so we can just see you? If you've been coaching one of these students, amazing job. Thank you. Good luck.
Popularity.
Popularity. P-O-P-U-L-A-R-I-T-Y. Popularity.
Correct.
Sitzmark.
Sitzmark, definition, please.
A depression left in the snow by a skier falling backward.
Language of origin, please.
Originally German.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Sitzmark. S-I-T-Z-M-A-R-K. Sitzmark.
Correct.
Biblical.
Biblical. B-I-B-L-I-C-A-L. Biblical.
Correct.
Credible.
Credible or incredible?
Credible.
Credible. Credible. C-R-E-D. I-B-L-E. Incredible. Incredible.
Correct.
Biopsy.
Biopsy. B I O P S Y. Biopsy.
Correct.
Melba.
Definition, please.
Fruit served with ice cream, raspberry sauce, and whipped cream.
Can you please repeat the word?
Melba.
Melba. M-E-L-B-A. Melba.
Correct.
Chronic.
Chronic. C-R-O-N-I-C. Chronic.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is C-H-R-O-N-I-C. Chronic.
Paddock.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Paddock.
Could I have the definition, please?
An enclosure where racehorses are saddled and paraded before a race.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
English.
Paddock. P-A-D-D-O-C-K. D D O C K. Paddock.
Correct.
Fiery.
Fiery. Fiery. Fiery.
Correct.
Hazard.
Hazard. Hazard. Hazard.
Correct.
Leotard.
Can you repeat the word?
Leotard.
Leotard. Leotard. Leotard.
Correct.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. Tortilla. Tortilla.
Correct.
Antibiotic.
Antibiotic. Antibiotic.
Correct.
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria. Cafeteria. Cafeteria.
Correct.
Prosecute.
Prosecute. Can I please have the definition?
To institute legal proceedings against, especially accuse of a crime or breach of law, or pursue for redress or punishment of a crime or violation of law in due legal form before a legal tribunal.
Prosecute. Prosecute. Prosecute.
Correct.
Democracy.
Democracy. Language of origin, please.
Originally Greek, passed into Latin.
May I have it in a sentence?
Kara could not imagine what her life would be like if it were governed not by a democracy, but instead by the whims of a few people.
Any alternate pronunciations?
No,
Did I ask for definition?
no. A government by the people, rule of the majority.
Democracy. DEMOCRACY. Democracy.
Correct.
Hyphen.
Definition, please.
The punctuation mark used to divide or to compound words or word elements.
Hyphen. HIPHEN. Hyphen.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is HYPHEN hyphen.
Adios.
Can you give me the origin?
From Latin to Spanish.
Can you give me the definition?
Used to express farewell.
Adios. AUDIOSE. Adios.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is ADIOS. Adios.
Nether.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Nether.
What's the definition?
Lower or under.
Nether. NETHER. Nether.
Correct.
Petunia.
Petunia. Petunia. Petunia.
Correct.
Renegade.
Renegade. Renegade. Renegade.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Aria, noun, a melody, specifically an accompanied, extended, and usually elaborate melody sung by a single voice, as in an opera.
Can you repeat the word?
Aria.
Wait. Language of origin.
Greek to Latin to Italian before becoming English.
May you use it in a sentence?
The opera singer amazed her audience by effortlessly reaching each high F in the aria.
Aria. A-U-R-I-A. Aria.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is A-R-I-A. Aria.
This word has a near homonym. Cobalt.
Cobalt. C-O-B-A-L-T. Cobalt.
Correct.
Diagnosis.
Can I have the definition, please?
The art or act of identifying a disease from its signs and symptoms. Also, the decision reached.
Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
After the doctor's grim diagnosis, Harvey's family sought a second opinion.
Diagnosis. D-I-A-G-N-O-S-I-S. Diagnosis.
Correct.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Can I have the definition, please?
A large, powerful cat ranging from Texas to Paraguay that is larger and stockier than the leopard or cougar and is brownish yellow or buff with black spots.
Jaguar. J-A-G-U-A-R. Jaguar.
Correct.
Newfangled.
Newfangled. Can I please have the definition?
Recently made or of the most up-to-date style.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
English.
Newfangled. Newfangled. Newfangled.
Correct.
Prattle.
Say the word again.
Prattle.
May I have the definition?
Trifling or empty talk or chatter.
Any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Say the word one more time.
Prattle.
Praggle.
Prattle.
Prattle. Prattle. P-R-A-T-L-E. Prattle.
Incorrect. P-R-A-T-T-L-E. Very close.
Spritz.
May I have the definition?
A spray or a squirt.
Can I have the language of origin?
Originally German, became Yiddish before being adopted by English.
Can I have the word again?
The word again?
Yes.
Spritz.
Spritz. S-P-R-I-T-Z. Spritz.
Correct.
Carnivore.
Carnivore. Can I have the definition, please?
A flesh-eating animal.
Thank you. Carnivore. May I please have it in a sentence?
The hyena is a carnivore that usually eats animals found dead.
Thank you. Carnivore. 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 C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-E. Carnivore.
Correct.
Graffiti.
Graffiti. May I please have the definition?
Inscriptions, figures, or designs scratched on rocks or walls or on artifacts made of plaster, stone, or clay.
Language of origin, please.
Greek to Latin to Italian before becoming English.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The huge boulder on the university's campus gets new graffiti almost daily.
Graffiti. G-R-A-F-F-I-T-I. Graffiti.
Correct.
Nestle.
Nestle. Can you use it in a sentence?
When George sits on his couch, his cat will often nestle on his lap.
Nestle. N-E-S-T-L-E. Nestle.
Correct.
Stipple.
Stipple. Can I have the definition, please?
To apply as paint by repeated small touches.
Stipple. S-T-I-P-L-E. Stipple.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is S-T-I-P-P-L-E. Very close.
You're watching the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. Dave Morris alongside Ben Felder from the Oklahoman. We have Ashley Howard from Newspapers and Education. Guys, we're 2 rounds in. Pretty exciting stuff. Ashley, you were out there on the floor early on. How are the students holding up?
I think they're doing great. It was interesting getting to interact with them when they came, for the day. A lot of them had just nerves bundled up. And
I've got nerves watching them.
I know. I sit here and I'm like, it's so intense. And yes. And oh no, they got, you can't help but cheer for them. But then they were coming in, they were all bundled up and you can just see them kind of relaxing and getting in their groove and starting to feel a little more comfortable on stage. So
Newspapers and Education, a big sponsor. You guys are the ones making this happen. What all goes into putting on the Spelling Bee every year?
Well, we have a team of folks that work on it, but really one of our team members, Bailey Huntsman, she does a huge chunk of the work that goes into it. She works with all of the schools through to the regionals to get here, and it's a lot of organization, a lot of effort, and she does a fantastic job interacting with everyone.
We'll bring back Ashley Howard and Ben Felder here in a little bit when we get a longer break, but right now back to the floor. That was Travis Atkinson. As we begin the 3rd round, he got his word, and this is Caleb. Back to the floor.
Can I have the definition, please?
Needlework consisting of the interlocking of looped stitches formed with a single thread and a hooked needle.
Crochet. C-R-O-C-H-E.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is C-R-O-C-H-E-T. Crochet.
Macron.
Can you repeat that?
Macron.
Can you put that like in a sentence?
Many transliterations of the Japanese geographic name Koto include a macron over the first O.
Macrum. Or macrum.
Repeat it one more time, please.
Macrum.
Let me say the word again.
Would you please?
Macron.
Macron.
Thank you.
Macron. M A C R O N. Macron.
Correct.
Strudel.
Strudel. S T R U D L E. Strudel.
So close. Incorrect. The correct spelling is Strudel. Strudel. Good job.
Fresco.
Definition, please.
The art of painting on freshly spread moisture lime plaster with pigments suspended in a water vehicle.
Please repeat the word.
Fresco.
Fresco.
Can you move a little closer to the microphone, please? There you go.
Fresco. Fresco.
Correct.
Puma.
Puma. Can you please repeat the word?
Puma.
Can I have the definition, please?
A large, powerful, tawny brown, unspotted cat, formerly widespread over most of the Americas.
Puma. P-U-M-A. Puma.
Correct.
Cosmos.
Cosmos. C-O-M-S-O-S.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is C-O-S-M-O-S. Cosmos. Good job.
Panzer.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
The Canadian War Museum spent 2 years restoring a World War II Panzer.
Panzer. P-A-N-Z-E-R. Panzer.
Correct.
Anchovy.
Anchovy. Can you give me the definition, please?
Any of a number of small herring-like fishes, especially a common Mediterranean form esteemed for its rich and peculiar flavor.
Anchovy. A-N-C-H-O-V-Y.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Salami. Noun. A highly seasoned sausage made of pork and beef.
Salami. S-A-L-A-M-I. Salami.
Correct.
Belay.
Please repeat the word.
Belay.
Belay. B-E-L-A-Y. Belay.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Croquette, noun, a small cone-shaped or rounded mass consisting usually of minced fowl, meat, or vegetable coated with egg and breadcrumbs and fried in deep fat.
Wait just a moment, please.
Say the word.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're ready. Okay, repeat the word again.
Okay,
please.
I'm going to repeat that. This word could be confused with a similar word. Croquette, noun, a small cone-shaped or rounded mass consisting usually of minced fowl, meat, or vegetable, coated with egg and breadcrumbs and fried in deep fat.
Croquette. CROQUETTE. Croquette.
Correct.
Folksiness,
Folksiness. Can I please have the language of origin?
English.
Folksiness. FOLKSINESS. Folksiness.
Correct.
This word has a homonym. Ductile, adjective, capable of being permanently drawn out without breaking, specifically capable of being drawn out into wire or thread.
Language of origin, please.
French and Latin.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Because gold and silver are ductile, they were used for jewelry even prior to the development of sophisticated tools.
Any alternate pronunciations?
Yes. Ductile. Ductile.
Ductile. DUCTILE. Ductile.
Correct.
Flotilla.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Flotilla.
Use it in a sentence, please.
A flotilla of more than 50 boats made its way up the river in a spectacular formation.
What's the language of origin?
From Old Norse to French, then Spanish, then English.
Flotilla. FLOATILLA. Flotilla.
Yes. Incorrect. The correct spelling is FLOTILLA. Flotilla. Good job.
Artichoke.
Artichoke. ARTICHOKE. Artichoke.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Lithe, adjective, agile and easily flexed, supple.
Lithe. LITHE. Lithe.
Correct.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. GIRAFFE. Giraffe.
Correct.
Siberian.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I hear the definition, please?
Of, relating to, or characteristic of Siberia, the massive central and eastern portion of Russia.
Siberian. SIBERIAN. Siberian.
Correct.
Wagnerian.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Wagnerian.
Can I have the language of origin?
German.
Wagnerian. Wagnerian. Wagnerian.
Correct.
Automaton.
Can you please repeat that?
Automaton.
Can I have the language of origin?
Greek.
Automaton.
Correct.
Condolences.
May I have the definition?
Expressions of sympathy with another in sorrow or grief.
Can I have the language of origin?
French, from Latin.
Can I have the word again?
Condolences.
Condolences. Condolences. Condolences.
Correct.
Postmortem.
Postmortem. May I please have the definition?
An examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death or the character and extent of changes produced by disease.
Thank you. Postmortem. 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 Postmortem.
Correct.
Galleria.
Galleria. May I please have the definition?
A roofed and usually glass enclosed promenade or court, as at a shopping mall.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The mall's galleria is lined with retail stores and ethnic restaurants.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Galleria. Galleria. Galleria.
Correct.
I'm sorry. Start over. Knavery.
Knavery. Can I have the definition?
The practices of a petty villain, fraud, trickery.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Kathleen's essay explored the knavery of the character Fagin in the novel Oliver Twist.
Knavery. Knavery. Knavery.
Correct.
All right, guys, that wraps up round three. The Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. Dave Morris here, live streaming on the Oklahomans website and newsok.com. No break in sight here, Ben Felder. They're going right into it with round four.
Yeah, and interesting to kind of watch the students and kind of what their strategy is. Some just jump right into it with the word when they're confident they know it. Others asking a lot of questions, just probably not even paying attention to the answer, but going through spelling it mentally in their mind, sometimes imagining that they're writing it out on their hands. A lot of different strategies at play here. Kind of fun to watch.
Watching the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. This is round four, live in progress here from OU Children's Hospital. We started with 40 students. There are 21 remaining.
Malay.
Pangolin. Pangolin. Pangolin.
Correct.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla. Adia, Quesadilla.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is Quesadilla, quesadilla.
Strategy.
Strategy. STRATEGY. Strategy.
Correct.
Rouge.
Rouge. May I have the definition, please?
Any of various cosmetics that give a red coloring to the cheeks or lips.
Rouge. ROUGE. Rouge.
Correct.
Sombrero.
Can I have another definition, please?
A high-crowned hat made of felt or straw with a very wide brim, usually rolled at the edges and worn especially in the Southwest and in Mexico.
Is there any other alternative pronunciations?
Sombrero.
Sombrero. SOMBRERO. Sombrero.
Correct.
Apathy.
Can you repeat the word?
Apathy.
Apathy. Can you give me the definition, please?
Absence or lack of interest or concern, listlessness, indifference.
What's the language of origin?
Greek.
Apathy. APATHY. Apathy.
Correct.
Chalupa.
Chalupa. Origin.
Originally French, but passed through Spanish before becoming English.
Chalupa. CHALUPA. Chalupa.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Tamale, noun, ground meat seasoned with chili or other filling, rolled up in cornmeal dough, wrapped in corn husks, and steamed.
May I have the origin?
Spanish.
Tamale. TAMALE. Tamale.
Correct.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. FATIGUE. Fatigue.
Correct.
Ravioli.
Ravioli. Ravioli. Can I please have the definition?
Pasta made in little shells or cases and stuffed with cheese, spinach, or meat.
Ravioli. RAVIOLI. Ravioli.
Correct.
Allegory.
Repeat the word, please.
Allegory.
Language of origin.
Greek.
And turn your card around, please. Turn your card around so you can see your name. It just loves to flip on you.
Definition.
The written, oral, or artistic expression by means of symbolic, fictional figures and actions of truths or generalizations about human conduct or experience.
Any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have in a sentence?
Gale disliked the moralistic tone of the allegory.
Allegory. ALLEGORY. Allegory.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Virtuoso.
Virtuoso. Can you give me the language of origin?
Oh, and I need to give you I didn't read the rest of it. It's a noun, and it's one who excels in the technique of art, especially a musical performer. And it came from Italian, and then which was formed from Latin.
Virtuoso. VIRTUOSO. Virtuoso.
Correct.
Amnesia.
Amnesia. AMNESIA. Amnesia.
Correct.
Matriarch.
Matriarch. MATRIARCH. Matriarch.
Correct.
Bolero.
Can you repeat that, please?
Bolero.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Bolero.
Can I hear in a sentence?
Miguel and Anna danced the bolero as the rest of the partygoers watched and clapped.
Bolero. BALERO. Bolero.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is BOLERO. Bolero.
Acronym.
Acronym. Can I have the definition, please?
A word formed from the initial letter or letters of each of the successive parts or major parts of a compound term.
Acronym. ACRONYM. Acronym.
Correct.
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst. Bratwurst. BRATWURST.
Correct.
Chronology.
May I have the definition?
An arrangement as of data and events in the order of time and occurrence or appearance.
Can I have the language of origin?
Originally Greek.
Can I have the word again, please?
Chronology.
Chronology. CHRONOLOGY. Chronology.
Correct.
Empanada.
Empanada. Can I please have the definition?
A pastry turnover stuffed especially with a savory meat filling.
Empanada. Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin to Spanish.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Okay, thank you. Can you say it one more time, please?
Empanada.
Empanada. Empanada.
Repeat the word again.
Empanada.
You repeat it one more time.
Empanada.
Empanada.
Great. Okay.
Empanada. P E N A T T A, empanada.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is E-M-P-A-N-A-D-A, empanada.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Taj,
Taj, may I please have the definition?
a cap worn in Muslim countries, especially a tall cone-shaped cap, not cat, cap.
Any other alternate pronunciations?
Taj,
Could you please use it in a sentence?
the dervish was wearing a white taj made of felt.
Language of origin?
Persian-derived Arabic.
Taj. T-A-J, Taj.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Pistachio, noun, the edible green seed of a small tree of southern Europe and Asia Minor.
Can you repeat the word?
Pistachio,
Pistachio. P-I-S-T-A-C-H-I-O, pistachio.
Correct. We are now ready for round 5.
musicale,
Musicale. Definition, please.
Turn your card around, please.
Oh, sorry. Definition, please.
a usually private concert of music, typically comprising a social entertainment.
Musicale. Language of origin, please.
French,
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
yes. Musicale, musicale.
Musicale. M-U-S-I-C-A-L-E. Musicale.
Correct.
Aristocracy.
Sentence, please.
In matters of war and peace, the king often sought the advice of the aristocracy.
Aristocracy. A-R-O-S-T-O-C-R-A-C-Y. Aristocracy.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is A-R-I-S-T-O-C-R-A-C-Y. Aristocracy. Good.
Alcohol,
Could you please repeat the word?
alcohol.
Alcohol. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from an originally Arabic word that went through Spanish and then Latin before becoming English.
Alcohol. A-L-C-O-H-O-L. Alcohol.
Correct.
Harpsichord,
Can you say it again, please? Can you say it again, please?
harpsichord.
Harpsichord. H-A-R-S-I-C-O-R-D. Harpsichord.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is H-A-R-P-S-I-C-H-O-R-D. Harpsichord. Good try.
Etymology.
Can you
Oh,
read?
let me start over, honey. I'm sorry. This word could be confused with a similar word. Etymology, noun, a branch of linguistics concerned with the history, often including the prehistory, of a linguistic form as a word or morpheme.
Can you repeat the word?
Etymology.
Etymology?
Say it one more time, please.
Etymology? What's the language of origin?
Originally Greek, going into Latin before becoming English.
Etymology. E-T-A-M-O-L-O-G-Y. Etymology?
Incorrect. The correct spelling is E-T-Y-M-O-L-O-G-Y. Etymology.
Participant.
Participant. Participant. P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-N-T. Participant.
Correct.
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe. May I have the language of origin?
Greek to Latin to French.
Apostrophe. A-P-O-S-T-R-A-P-H-E. Apostrophe.
Incorrect. A-P-O-S-T-R-O-P-H-E. Apostrophe.
Melancholy.
Melancholy. M-E-L-A-N-C-H-O-L-Y. Melancholy.
Correct.
Neologism.
Neologism. Can I please have the definition?
A new word, usage, or expression.
Repeat the word again, please.
Neologism. Neologism. N-E-O-L-O-G-I-S-M. Neologism.
Correct.
Enchilada.
Language of origin?
Spanish.
Enchilada?
Enchilada.
Any alternate pronunciations?
Enchilada.
E-N-C-H-I-L-A-D-A? Enchilada?
Correct.
Misanthropy.
Misanthropy. Language of origin?
Greek.
Thank you. Misanthropy. M-I-S-A-N-T-H-R-O-P-Y. Misanthropy.
Correct.
Grauple.
Graupel. G-R-A-U-P-E-L. Graupel.
Correct.
Mahal.
Mahal. M-A-H-A-L. Mahal.
Correct.
Concerto.
Concerto. Can I have the language of origin?
Italian.
Okay. Concerto. C-O-N-C-E-R-T-O. Concerto.
Correct.
Relevant.
Relevant. Relevant. RELEVANT. Relevant.
Correct.
Piazza.
May I have the definition?
An open square in a town.
Can I have the language of origin?
Italian.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Piazza.
Piazza. Piazza. Piazza.
Correct.
Boudoir.
Boudoir. May I please have the definition?
A woman's dressing room, bedroom, or private sitting room.
Language of origin, please.
French.
Use in a sentence.
The boudoir adjacent to the master bedroom was to Brooke the most fascinating room on the tour.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
Boudoir.
Boudoir. Boudoir. Boudoir.
Correct.
Patel.
Patel. Can you use it in a sentence?
The Patels sent the constables to keep order at the games.
Can you repeat the word?
Patel.
Patel. Patel. Patel.
Correct. Round 6. What do you think? Okay. We're going to take a little break. And taking a look, we say, I think we may need it. Okay, so we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll call you when it's time to come back, okay?
You've been watching the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. Exciting stuff here at the OU Children's Hospital in the Rainbow Family Auditorium. Dave Morris here. You're watching the live stream on newsok.com. I work with NewsOK in the Oklahoman. Ben Felder from the Oklahoman joins us as well. Ben, they're taking a break after 5 rounds.
Yeah, their first break and probably needed. You see
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of students that are still left really fidgety and 5 stressful rounds.
About
We've got-
about 90 minutes of words we saw there.
Definitely, and so it's 14 students left as we get ready for round 6 here in a little bit.
It's been interesting. It is entertaining. We talked about this before in the break, how it's a very spectator-friendly sport, but it's kind of fun to watch the expressions on these kids as they mash through the words in their heads, and they're back there, kind of antsy in the background.
Yeah, you can definitely see those mental wheels turning for some of them. Some of them go up there just real cool and collective, almost as if it's just they're in the park. Not much of a facial expression, but there's a lot going on inside. But like we said earlier, I mean, so it's interesting to watch some of the strategies with some of these spellers, whether or not they're asking a lot of questions to buy themselves time to spell it out multiple times in their head. Some going the strategy of writing it on their hand or pretending like they're writing on their hand to be able to visualize it. But some just go right in, grab the mic, and spell it right after they get that word.
Wiki. Would you have gotten wiki right?
I did not get it right.
That was a word at the end of, I believe, round 3. Wiki. They came out of nowhere, and you could see the kids in the background, the students in the background, if you will. The looks on their face, they were like, thank goodness I didn't get that word.
Yeah, W-I-K-I.
It's just like it sounds, right?
It means to go quickly.
Well, all right, we're going to quickly go to a package because our Tim Money and Grayson Cook earlier this week, Ben, and again, I think this was your idea of the various names of towns, cities around the state. We took it to the streets to see how people would fare if they had to spell various towns.
P-O-T-T-O-W-A-T-T-A-M-I-E.
P-O-T-T-O-W-A-T-O-M-E.
P-O-T-T-W-A-W-O-T-A-M-I-E.
P-O-T-T-A-W-A-T-T-M-E. O-O-L-O-G-A.
O-O-L-O-G-A.
O-L-O-G-A-H.
U-U-L-A-G-A-H.
T-A-L-E-Q-U-A-H.
T-A-H-L-E-Q-U-A-H.
T-A-L-E-Q-U-A-H.
G-O-T-T-E-B-O.
T-O-D-E-B-Y.
G-O-T-E-B-O.
L-O-Q-U-E-B-A.
L-O-K-E-B-B-A.
C-H-E-C-O-T-A-H.
C-H-E-C-O-T-A-H.
C-H-I-K-O-T-A.
E-T-T-A-W-A.
E-T-O-W-A-H.
N-I-N-N-E-K-A.
P-U-S-H-M-A-T-A-H-A.
Way to go, Doug Hogue, Director of Photography for the Oklahoma. We saw a lot of colleagues and coworkers in that video.
Yeah, so I didn't go very far, I guess, to look for some spellers there. But
That's right.
A lot of challenging town names in the state of Oklahoma. Interesting to see those attempts.
A lot of buzzers, not so many dings in that video. Some tough words. Speaking of such, there was seems like there was a theme there in rounds 3 and 4, especially of words you might find on the Mexican restaurant menu.
Oh, definitely. Even Chipotle was one of the words.
Quesadilla
that made it. By the way, this is sponsored by Sonic, but
there you go.
But yeah, a lot of words to make you hungry, especially for those who haven't had lunch yet.
It's the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. I'm Dave Morris alongside Ben Felder with the Oklahoman. He mentioned Sonic is one of the sponsors. We should also mention that OU is one of the sponsors, the Children's Hospital and Newspapers and Education, and the Oklahoman. You're watching the live stream here on newsok.com. Ashley Howard will join us shortly from Newspapers and Education, and perhaps this is a chance to dive into a little bit of that interview you had with State School Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister.
Yeah, I had a chance to obviously talk to her about the bee and talked about kind of what an exciting time it is for, education in Oklahoma. We talked earlier about how the fact that, there's a lot of attention right now to a lot of the challenges that are facing Oklahoma schools, and for good reasons. These are important issues. We talk about issues like funding, teacher pay, other policy issues, but there are a lot of shining moments as well. And an event like the Spelling Bee is an opportunity to really kind of showcase the giftedness and talent of many of the students from across the state, is what we're doing here today. But had a chance to talk with State Superintendent Hoffmeister about the importance of the bee, but then also we did dive into a little bit of some of those challenges that the state is facing. And joining us in the News OK studios today is State Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister. Superintendent, thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Great to be with you.
Yeah, well, let's start off with this pre-taped interview we're showing during our live stream of the State Spelling Bee. Kind of a big education moment for the state, and kind of a big highlight at a time when sometimes these highlights don't always get the attention they probably deserve.
Well, this is very important. I think that as we think about how even just changes in technology with autocorrect erode strong spelling skills. I appreciate the focus on students who have strong phonemic awareness, that understand phonics and can then apply that to spelling.
Yeah, obviously literacy and reading is such an important part of education, it's an understatement, but also an important part of the state's new comprehensive plan. I mean, talk to us a little bit about some of the goals the state has in terms of doing specific work. I mean, I know we've seen the Reading Sufficiency Act in recent years, but even more trying to target reading when it comes, especially our elementary students.
That's a very important point. So we are in desperate need of teaching the new academic standards so that our students have a very strong foundation in literacy, and that actually begins very early. There are now academic standards in reading for preschool, and Oklahoma hasn't had that aligned all the way from preschool into kindergarten, first, second, third, all the way through 12th grade until just this last academic school year. So we are excited to see how This will help nurture young readers, but prepare them with that important step of pre-reading and pre-literacy skills.
Yeah, that alignment throughout the years is really important. I mean, as a father of a kindergarten student, we just had our meeting with our teacher and talking about, you know, the specific literacy steps that they're going through right now. A lot of times we hear about the third grade reading test, and a lot of the focus is on there, but this is practice that is taking place in classrooms of all ages now.
That's exactly right, and it's also very important with our English learners as well. So this is underscoring how important it is to have a strong foundation, one that builds year after year, and we'll have new tools for families as well to be able to understand where their student is working at this point, and it would have a predictive component in the report to families and to schools as well that will help ensure they're ready to hit the ground running after high school without any need for remediation or taking courses again that should have already been mastered but in high school. But it starts at the very beginning in our early elementary.
Yeah. Well, you talk about just kind of the new era of reading. I mean, you talk about autocorrect and how technology is impacting, and you know, going through the 200+ page new comprehensive plan. Just as kind of an exercise looking at literacy, and half the time it's related to data literacy. And just, I mean, just this idea that reading is a lot more than just, you know, words on the page of a book or you know, a worksheet. I mean, we're talking about, like you said, I mean, communicating via text and email and computers. I mean, such an important, I mean, you know, reading's always been an important part, obviously, of our society and our culture. But even now, it's expanded in so many ways with the growth of technology.
That's a great point. So we have to stay current and have particular standards that address literacy, early foundational aspects to that, but also we will have coming forward now new computer science standards, and there's a component to that that you just spoke of embedded within that. Nonetheless, you have to have a strong command of phonemic awareness and phonics if you're going to be a strong reader and writer, and spelling is an application or a demonstration of that.
Yeah, so the big spelling bee on Saturday, you know, I remember from my days in school, you know, it always begins in a classroom, and the school-wide, I don't think I ever made it out of the classroom, but there's a lot of steps to getting, you know, to become your school spelling bee champion, and in your state, and your district.
And so that's the Oklahoman's Ben Felder. That's an interview he had apparently earlier this morning.
It looks like it. Same wardrobe on me, yeah.
Earlier this week with Oklahoma State Schools Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister. You can watch more of that interview online at newsok.com. We may get to more of that conversation later during our webcast here. We're in a break after 5 rounds of the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. You saw a glimpse of the auditorium there. The students are taking a break along with their parents and the judges. And joining us here on set from Newspapers and Education, Ashley Howard. Good to see you again. How are things going so far?
It's going great. We're down to 10 kiddos is what I was counting down there. So
okay.
That's exciting. It's neat to see that how many of them are sticking around to watch. And actually, I just ran into Cole Schaefer-Ray.
Former champion?
Yes, he is tutoring one of the kiddos that's still in right now. So he's kind of hanging out in the back and enjoying the show too. So it's always fun to see them come back and
hanging out in the back. Wait a minute, there's a green room back there? Do they have like M&Ms and?
That's where we're hiding the snacks from.
Nice,
you. I'm sorry.
Very nice. We spoke with a couple former champions. We have those packages that we may get to during this interview. Seems like a lot of them were going into coaching and tutoring, sort of staying in the game.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Cole a few weeks ago, and he talked about how he was doing a lot of tutoring, some in person and some over Skype, and just kind of a lot of, you know, kind of, it's, and you think about just spelling, like, you know, I think a lot of us think you either know the word or you don't, but there is kind of a strategy involved in there, and, you know, in kind of learning and recognizing, you know, the word of origins and some of the processes you take there. And I think there's also just some strategy at play in terms of how do you concentrate, how do you control your breathing, how do you get set, and, you know, everybody has a system that works best for them. But yeah, it's really interesting to hear Cole talk about that tutoring that he's now doing after competing. Now he's helping other competitors.
Today we're watching competition. The students are 4th grade through 8th grade, public, private, and homeschooling. We mentioned the tie with Newspapers and Education, and Ashley teed it up for us. Explain to us a little more about what all Newspapers and Education does. Tell us about your job.
Sure. It's the best job on earth. I'm just saying, I brag about it all the time. We actually work through the Oklahoman and handle all of the educational outreach that the Oklahoman does, and that includes putting on the Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee, all of the bees leading up to the Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. We also offer access to the newspaper, the digital archives. We produce curriculum on a variety of different subjects, run student contests throughout the year. We give grant monies to teachers. We collect school supplies, and I'm out of breath. And the list just goes on. And we work with a lot of really generous community partners to make all those things possible. And of course, the benevolence of the Oklahoman can't be disputed there. I mean, just the amount of resources that they put behind the outreach that we do is incredible. And yeah, we get to have a lot of fun. We get to do stuff like this.
You saw a shot of the auditorium there. The students are headed back to their seats, and Ashley, you saw them as they came in, and you were chatting with some of them, having a little bit of fun.
Yes, we set up a selfie photo booth station.
It's a great idea.
The kids are having fun. I think the parents might have enjoyed it as much or more than the kids. They were trying to dress them up, and it was just interesting, to asking them, "How are you doing? Are you excited?" And some of them were like, "Yeah," and some of them were like, "No, why not?" "Well, I'm a little bit nervous." So it's fun getting to see them spell the words correctly. And like I said earlier, you can't help but root for them and get excited.
We're chatting with one of the students out of Lawton, Chloe Koosman, I believe. She had on the cat ears. What was she telling you?
Oh my. So when we were picking out props, I was trying to help her, and she said, "Well, I don't need any props. I already have some." And she pointed to her
nice.
Ears. And they were perfect.
Well, Ben, we're about to send it back to the floor. It looks like maybe some of the rules are going over some of the rules, and it looks like we're back to spelling round 6, 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling.
Cavalry.
Cavalry.
No. Cavalry.
Cavalry. Definition.
Oh, I'm sorry, and this is my fault. I'm supposed to say more, so just let's step back. This word could be confused with a similar word. Cavalry. Noun, the component of an army that maneuvers and fights on horseback.
Cavalry. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No, but would you repeat it again?
Cavalry. Language of origin, please.
Italian.
Cavalry. Cavalry.
Correct.
Mole.
Could you please repeat the word?
Mole.
Could I have the language of origin, please?
Mexican and Spanish.
Could I have the definition, please?
A highly spiced sauce made principally of chili and chocolate, but containing numerous other ingredients and served with meat.
Mole. M-O-L-A-Y. Mole.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is M-O-L-E. Mole.
Skiyaki.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki. S-U-K-I-Y-A-K-I. Sukiyaki.
Correct.
Chimichanga.
Can you repeat the word?
Chimichanga.
May I have the origin?
Spanish.
Chimichanga. C-H-I-M-I-C-H-A-N-G-A. Chimichanga.
Correct.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Repeat it again, please.
Thesaurus. Can I have the definition, please?
A book containing a store of words or of information about a particular field or set of concepts, specifically a dictionary of synonyms.
Thesaurus. T-H-E-S-A-U-R-U-S. Thesaurus.
Correct.
Mongrel.
Repeat the word, please.
Mongrel.
May I have it in a sentence?
Jeff's dog is a friendly mongrel named Mutt.
Mongrel. Mongrel. Mongrel?
Correct.
Buccaneer.
Buccaneer. Language of origin, please.
Originally to be passed into French.
Buccaneer. Buccaneer. Buccaneer.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Homogeneous, adjective, of a similar kind or nature.
Homogeneous. Homogeneous. Homogeneous.
Correct.
Sashimi.
Is there any other pronunciation?
Sashimi.
Sashimi. Sashimi. Sashimi.
Correct.
Regime.
Regime. Can I have the definition, please?
The period during which a government or administration prevails.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
French, formed from Latin.
Regime. R-E-G-I-M-E. Regime.
Correct.
Crescendo.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Could you please repeat it?
Crescendo.
Repeat the word, please.
Crescendo?
Say it again.
Crescendo?
Would you repeat one more time for her?
Crescendo.
Crescendo. C-R-E S-C-H-E-N-D-O.
So close. Very incorrect, but here's the correct spelling. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-D-O. Crescendo. Good job.
Metaphor.
May I have the definition?
An implied comparison in contrast to the explicit comparison of the simile.
Can I have the language of origin?
Greek.
Can I have the word again, please?
Metaphor.
Metaphor. M-E-T-A-P-H-O-R. Metaphor.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Periphery. Noun. Surrounding space, an area lying beyond the strict limits of a thing.
Language of origin, please.
Greek.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Many villages dot the periphery of the extinct volcano.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Periphery. P-E-R-I-P-H-E-R-Y. Periphery.
Correct.
Saffron.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can you repeat the word?
Saffron.
Saffron. S-A-F-F-R-O-N. Saffron.
Correct. We are now ready for round 8.
Are we doing it on round 8 or after round 8?
What? We just did 7, didn't we? Okay, hang on a second here.
I thought we just
Okay, so it's 7. Okay, all right. So we're ready for round 7. Okay, yes, we are. Okay. We got the round.
Eulogy.
Eulogy. Eulogy. Definition, please.
Just a second, please. There we go. There we go. We're on the same page. Oh.
Definition, please, for eulogy.
A composition in commendation of someone or something as of the character and services of a deceased person.
Eulogy. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Eulogy. E-U-L-E-G-Y. Eulogy.
That's what I thought too. Incorrect. The correct spelling is E-U-L-O-G-Y. Eulogy.
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. M-I-S-T-L-E-T-O-E. Mistletoe.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Protocol. Noun. A rigid, long-established code prescribing complete deference to superior rank and strict adherence to due order of precedence and precisely correct procedure. Protocol.
Protocol. P-R-O-T-O-C-O-L. Protocol.
Correct.
Allegro.
Allegro. Can I please have the definition?
In a brisk, lively manner, used as a direction in music.
Allegro. Can I please have the language of origin?
Latin-derived Italian word.
Allegro. A-L-L-E-G-R-O. Allegro.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Cynical, adjective, exhibiting feelings ranging from distrustful doubt to contemptuous and mocking disbelief. Cynical.
Language of origin?
Greek that went to Latin and then French, plus an English combining form.
May I have it in a sentence, please?
After his experiences on the professional ice skating tour, Scott was cynical about show business.
Any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Cynical?
Mm-hmm.
C-Y-N-I-C-A-L. Cynical?
Correct.
Nougat.
Nougat. Language of origin, please.
Latin to Provençal and to French.
Definition, please.
A confection made by mixing nuts or sometimes fruit pieces in a sugar paste whose composition is varied to give either a chewy or brittle consistency.
Any alternate pronunciations?
Nougat.
Nougat. N-O-U-G-E-T.
Nougat.
Almost. Incorrect. The correct spelling is Nougat.
Good job. Perennial.
Perennial. PERENNIAL. Perennial.
Correct.
Gurami.
Is there any other
Pronunciation?
pronunciation?
No.
Gurami. Gurumi. Gurami.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is Gourami. Gurami.
Good job, honey. Rhetoric.
Rhetoric. Can I have the definition, please?
The art or practice of writing or speaking as means of communication or persuasion, often with special concern for literary effect.
Rhetoric. RHETORIC. Rhetoric.
Correct.
Contrapuntal.
May I have the definition?
Consisting of or relating to two or more distinct melodies combined into a unified musical composition.
Can I have the language of origin?
Italian.
Can I have the word again, please?
Contrapuntal.
Contrapuntal. CONTRAPUNTAL. Contrapuntal.
Correct.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. May I please have the definition?
An observable fact or event.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
To many complacent Americans, the civil rights movement began as a startling phenomenon.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
Phenomenon.
Could you please repeat the word?
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. PHENOMENON. Phenomenon.
Correct.
Geronimo.
Geronimo. Can I use it in a sentence?
Alex shouted Geronimo as he parachuted from the plane.
Geronimo. GERONIMO. Geronimo.
Correct. Okay, and now we're ready for 8. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. We are ready for round 8. And we're going to change.
Okay, guys, for this round and subsequent rounds, we will be giving words from the words that you have not had to study, okay? Twilight.
Origin, please.
English.
Alternate pronunciations.
No.
TWILIGHT. Twilight.
Correct.
Starch.
Starch.
Can you repeat the word?
Starch.
May I have the definition?
To stiffen with or as if with a white, odorless, tasteless, granular, or powdery complex carbohydrate.
Starch. STARCH. Starch.
Correct.
Rift.
Rift. Can I please have the definition?
A divergent as of interest or beliefs resulting in disagreement or dispute.
Rift. RIFT. Rift.
Correct.
This word has a homonym. Pillar. Noun. A firm upright support for a superstructure or a post.
May I have it in a sentence?
Each pillar of the new building was reinforced with steel to resist damage from earthquakes.
Pillar. P. May I restart?
Yes, you've only.
Pillar. P. ILLER. Pillar?
Very close. Incorrect. It's PILLAR. Almost. Good job.
Good job. Blockage.
Can I please have a definition?
An act or instance of obstructing.
Blockage. BLOCKAGE. Blockage.
Correct.
Groover.
Groover. Can I have the definition, please?
A device that makes a long, narrow hollow or channel in a surface.
Groover. GROOVER. Groover.
Correct.
Pickpocket.
May I have the definition?
One who steals money or valuables that someone is carrying in his or her pockets or on his or her person.
Can I have the origin?
French to English, plus an originally Germanic word that went through French to English.
Can I have the word again, please?
Pickpocket.
Pickpocket. PICKPOCKET. Pickpocket.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Soothe. Verb. To assuage or relieve as if by softening.
Any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Language of origin?
English.
Soothe. SOOTHE. Soothe.
Correct.
Mixture.
Can you repeat the word?
Mixture.
Can I have the definition?
The result or product made by combining one thing with another.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Jennifer made a mixture of honey and yogurt as a homemade face mask.
Mixture. MIXTURE. Mixture.
Correct.
Whisked. Oh,
I'm sorry. Round 9. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, that's good because okay. This word could be confused with a similar word. Whisked. Verb. Mixed or fluffed up as if by beating with a small, usually wire kitchen utensil.
Whisked.
Whisked.
Whisked. WHISKED.
Correct.
Underscore.
Underscore. May I have the definition?
To draw a line under.
Underscore. UNDERSCORE. Underscore.
Correct.
Outlets.
Outlets. Can I have the definition, please?
Retail stores.
Outlets.
Say it again.
Outlets. 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 Outlets.
Correct.
Bitcoin.
Can I please have a definition?
A digital currency created for use in peer-to-peer online transactions.
Bitcoin. BITCOIN. Bitcoin.
Correct.
Lumpish.
Lumpish? Can I have the definition, please?
Covered with compact masses, usually of indefinite size and shape, characterized by a rough surface.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
English.
Lumpish. LUMPISH. Lumpish.
Correct.
Stockpile.
May I have the definition?
A gradually accumulated reserve of something, and especially something vital or indispensable.
Can I have the language of origin?
The first part of the word is originally English, and the second part went from Latin to French to English.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Stockpile.
Stockpile? Stockpile. STOCKPILE. Stockpile.
Correct.
Teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter. Could I please have the definition?
An apparatus as a long plank or piece set on a center mount, improvised or manufactured for use in the game of seesaw.
Teeter-totter. Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Language of origin, please?
English.
Teeter-totter. TEETERTOTTER. Teeter-totter.
Correct.
Safeguard.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The police wore bulletproof vests as a safeguard against violent criminals.
Safeguard. 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 Safeguard.
Correct. Round 10.
Makeshift.
Origin, please.
English.
In a sentence.
Until he could afford something better, Jason made makeshift bookshelves out of boards and milk crates.
Definition.
Serving as a temporary expedient.
Makeshift. MAKESHIFT. Makeshift.
Correct.
Bout.
May I have the definition?
An outburst, attack, or siege.
Can you repeat the word?
Bout.
May I have the origin?
English.
Bout. B-O-U-T. Bout.
Correct.
Lumberyard.
Lumberyard. Lumberyard. Can I have the definition, please?
A yard where a stock of timber or logs is kept for sale.
Lumberyard. Lumberyard. Lumberyard.
Correct.
Sorely.
Can you please repeat the word?
Sorely.
Sorely. S-O-A-R-L-Y. Sorely.
Incorrect. The correct spelling is S-O-R-E-L-Y. Sorely.
Depose.
Depose. Can I have the definition, please?
To remove from a throne or other high position, divest or deprive of office or rank, dethrone.
Depose. D-E-P-O-S-E. Depose.
Correct.
Bristle.
May I have the definition?
A short, stiff, coarse hair.
Can I have the language of origin?
English.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Bristle.
Bristle. B-R-I-S-T-L-E. Bristle.
Correct.
Humanity.
Humanity. May I please have the definition?
The totality of human beings, the human race.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
Humanity.
Could I please have the language of origin?
Latin.
Could you please repeat the word?
Humanity.
Humanity. H-U-M-A-N-I-T-Y. Humanity.
Correct.
Attention.
Attention. Can you use it in a sentence?
Kimmy told Michael to pay attention to what she was doing so he could follow along.
Attention. A-T-T-E-N-T-I-O-N. Attention.
Correct. Round 11.
This word has a near homonym. Wrangling, verb, rounding up, corralling, herding, and caring for as horses.
Language of origin, please.
English.
Definition.
Rounding up, corralling or herding, and caring for, such as horses.
In a sentence.
Charlie's chores include wrangling the cattle and feeding the horses.
Can you repeat the word?
Wrangling.
Wrangling. R-A-N-G-L-I-N-G. Wrangling.
Incorrect. Almost so. It's W-R-A-N-G-L-I-N-G. Wrangling.
Graduation.
Graduation. G-R-A-D-U-A-T-I-O-N. Graduation.
Correct.
Lurked.
Lurked. Can I have the definition, please?
Moved furtively or inconspicuously.
Lurked. Lurked. Can I please have it in a sentence?
Gretel lurked in the shadows, waiting to jump out and scare her brother at the exact right moment.
Lurked. L-U-R-K-E-D. Lurked.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Perches, plural noun, roosts for birds.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin to French to English.
Perches. P-E-R-C-H-E-S. Perches.
Correct.
Compass,
May I have the definition?
a device for determining directions on Earth's surface by means of a magnetic needle turning freely on a pivot and pointing to the magnetic north.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a Latin word that became French and then English.
Can I have the word again?
Compass.
Compass. C-O-M-P-A-S-S. Compass.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Skillet, noun, a frying pan.
Language of origin, please.
This word is from an English word that probably came from a Scandinavian word.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Skillet. S-K-I-L-L-E-T. Skillet.
Correct.
Brimstone.
Brimstone. Can I have the definition?
Sulfur.
Can you use it in a sentence?
If the story were true, upon reaching the sacred spot, the demon would vanish in a flash of fire and brimstone.
Brimstone. B-R-I-M-S-T-O-N-E. Brimstone.
Correct. Round 12.
Ultrasound.
Can I have the definition, please?
A diagnostic examination using a non-invasive technique involving the formation of a two-dimensional image used for the examination and measurement of internal body structures and the detection of bodily abnormalities.
Can you put it in a sentence?
Madeline was excited for her first ultrasound so she could get a glimpse of her baby.
Ultrasound. U-L-T-R-A-S-O-U-N-D. Ultrasound.
Correct.
Lordling.
Could you say it again, please?
Lordling.
Lordling. Can I have the definition, please?
A petty or insignificant proprietor or owner of land or houses.
Lordling. Can I have the language of origin, please?
English.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Lordling. L-O-R-D-L-I-N-G. Lordling.
Correct.
Frenzied.
Frenzied. Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin to French to English.
Can I have the definition, please?
Giving evidence of abnormal excitement or emotional disturbance.
Frenzied.
Say it again.
Frenzied.
Repeat it again, please.
Frenzied.
Frenzied. Frenzied. F-R-E-N-Z-I-E-D. Frenzied.
Correct.
Casualties.
May I have the definition?
People lost to a command through death, wounds, injury, sickness, internment, capture, or through being missing in action.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yes. Casualties. Casualties.
Casualties. C-A-S-U-A-l-T-I-E-S. A L T I E S. Casualties.
Correct.
Retreat.
Retreat. Could I please have the definition?
A place of seclusion, privacy, safety, or resort, refuge.
Language of origin, please.
Originally Latin, went through French before becoming English.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Could you please repeat the word?
Retreat.
Retreat. R-E-T-R-E-A-T. Retreat.
Correct.
Feebly.
Can you repeat the word?
Feebly.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The street lamp shone feebly through the dense fog.
Can I have the definition?
Dimly.
Feebly. F-E-E-B-L-Y. Feebly.
Correct. Oh, sorry about that. Round 13.
Scoured.
They have the definition.
Made a thorough examination or search of.
Can you put in a sentence?
Liam scoured the laundry room looking for his missing sock.
Scoured. S-C-O-U-R-E-D. Scoured.
Correct.
Ambition.
Ambition. Can I please have the definition?
The will or desire to succeed or achieve a particular goal or end.
Ambition. A-M-B-I-T-I-O-N. Ambition.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Loppers, plural noun. Pruning shears having handles about 2 feet long.
Loppers.
Loppers.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
English.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the definition?
Pruning shears having handles about 2 feet long.
Loppers. L-O-P-P-E-R-S. Loppers.
Correct.
Carpentry.
May I have the definition?
The art of shaping and assembling structural woodwork.
Can I have the language of origin?
French.
Can I have the word again?
Carpentry.
Carpentry. C-A-R-P-E-N-T-R-Y. Carpentry.
Correct.
Elements.
Elements. May I please have the definition?
More than 100 fundamental metallic and non-metallic substances that consist of atoms of only one kind and that either singly or in combination constitute all matter. Elements.
Language of origin, please.
Latin to French to English.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Elements. E-L-E-M-E-N-T-S. Elements.
Correct.
Smothered.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Joey loves to eat cooked broccoli, but only if it's smothered in melted cheese.
Can I have the definition?
Served food covered with other food cooked or uncooked.
Smothered. S-M-O-T-H-E-R-E-D. Smothered.
Correct. Round 14.
Publication.
Can you repeat the word?
Publication.
May I have the definition?
The act or process of issuing copies for general distribution to the public.
Publication. Publication. Publication.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Remedy. Noun. Something that relieves or cures a disease.
Remedy. Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Mom's favorite remedy for a cold is chicken soup and lots of rest.
Remedy. R-E-M-E-D-Y. Remedy.
Correct.
Dukedom.
Can you repeat the word?
Dukedom.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Dukedom.
Dukedom? Can I have the definition, please?
The rank or dignity of a member of the first and highest grade of the peerage in Great Britain.
Can you repeat the word again?
Dukedom.
Dukedom. D-U-K-E-D-O-M. Dukedom.
Correct.
Infancy.
May I have the definition?
The beginning or early period of existence.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
In its infancy, the internet was part of a federally funded research program.
Can I have the language of origin?
Latin.
Can I have the word again?
Infancy.
Infancy. I-N-F-A-N-C-Y. Infancy.
Correct.
Contenders.
Contenders. Definition, please.
Contestants for a championship or high honor.
Any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Language of origin, please.
Originally Latin, came to English from Latin or French.
Could you please repeat the word?
Contenders.
Contenders. C-O-N-T-E-N-D-E-R-S. Contenders.
Correct.
Morality.
Can you repeat the word?
Morality.
Can I have the definition?
Goodness and uprightness of behavior.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Mrs. Gibson prides herself on being a woman of both frugality and morality.
Morality. M-O-R-A-L-I-T-Y. Morality.
Correct. Okay, sorry about that. Round 15.
Proverb.
Can you repeat the word?
Proverb.
May I have it in a sentence?
Clark's favorite proverb is, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Proverb. P-R-O-V-E-R-B. Proverb.
Correct.
Trodden.
Trodden. Can I have the definition, please?
Pressed down by walking or stamping upon something.
Trodden. T-R-O-D-D-E-N. Trodden.
Correct.
Adjectival.
Can I have the definition, please?
Functioning as a word typically used as a modifier of a noun to denote a quality of the thing named, to indicate its quantity or extent, or to specify or designate a thing as distinct from something else. Adjectival.
Adjectival. A-D-J-E-C adjectival.
Correct.
Secrete,
Can I have the definition?
to produce and emit a specialized or isolated material from a gland.
Can I have the origin, please?
Latin-derived French word.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a verb.
Can I have it in a sentence?
The pancreas of a person who has diabetes does not secrete proper amount of insulin, the hormone that controls levels of sugar in blood.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Secrete.
Secrete. Secrete. S-E-C-R-E-T-E. Secrete.
Correct.
Rancho,
Rancho. Could I please have the definition?
an establishment for the grazing and rearing of horses, cattle, or sheep that usually includes the buildings occupied by the owner and employees with the adjacent barns and corrals.
Language of origin, please.
Germanic passed from French to Spanish.
Rancho. R-A-N-C-H-O. Rancho.
Correct.
Congress.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Eli's goal in life is to be a member of the United States Congress.
Can you repeat the word?
Congress.
Congress. C-O-N-G-R-E-S-S. Congress.
Correct. Okay, we're ready for round 16.
Introduce.
Introduce. May I have the definition?
To make one person known to another.
Introduce. I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E. Introduce.
Correct.
Declining.
Declining. Can I please have the definition?
Becoming worse.
Declining. Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word came to English from Anglo-French, which took it from a Latin word.
Can you say the word again, please?
Declining.
Declining. D-E-C-L-I-N-I-N-G. Declining.
Correct.
Processed.
Processed. Can I have the definition?
Prepared for market, manufacture, or other commercial use by subjecting to some method.
Processed. P-R-O-C-E-S-S-E-D. Processed.
Correct.
Radiation.
May I have the definition?
The act or process of sending out in, or as if in, rays.
Can I have the language of origin?
Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Radiation.
Radiation. R-A-D-I-A-T-I-O-N. Radiation.
Correct.
Scriptural.
Scriptural. Any other alternate pronunciations?
Scriptural.
Definition, please.
Of, relating to, contained in, or according to a sacred writing.
Language of origin, please.
The first part is originally Latin that became English. The second part is an English combining form.
Part of speech.
Adjective.
Scriptural. S-C-R-I-P T-U-R-A-L. Scriptural.
Correct.
Infamy.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Jesse James will live in infamy for his crimes as an outlaw, robber, and gang leader.
Can I have the definition?
The state or condition of being rightly and widely known for an extreme and publicly known criminal, shocking, or brutal act.
Infamy. I-N-F-A-M-Y. Infamy.
Correct. Round 17.
Ardent.
Can you repeat the word?
Ardent.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sally is an ardent supporter of environmental causes.
May I have the definition?
Extremely loyal, devoted, faithful.
May I have the origin?
Latin.
Can you repeat the word?
Ardent.
Ardent. A-R-D. A-N-T. Ardent.
Incorrect. It's A-R-D-E-N-T. Good job.
Good job. Relentless.
Relentless. Can I please have the definition?
That cannot or does not relent or give way to appeals or to pity, mercilessly hard or harsh.
Relentless. R-E-L-E-N-T-L-E-S-S. Relentless.
Correct.
Dermal.
Dermal? Can I have the definition?
Of or relating to skin, especially to the cutaneous.
Dermal. D-E-R-M-A-L. Dermal.
Correct.
Tendency.
May I have the definition?
A proneness to or readiness for a particular kind of thought or action.
Can I have the language of origin?
Latin.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Thomasina has a tendency to eat a large breakfast and a small dinner instead of the other way around.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Tendency.
Tendency. T-E-N-D-E-N-C-Y. Tendency.
Correct.
Punishment.
Punishment. Could I please have the definition?
The infliction of a penalty.
Language of origin, please.
English from French, which formed it from originally Latin parts.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Part of speech, please.
Noun.
Could you please repeat the word?
Punishment.
Punishment. P-U-N-I-S-H-M-E-N-T. Punishment.
Correct.
Estimate.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The insurance adjuster will estimate the damage to Ken's car and give him a check to cover the cost of having it repaired.
Estimate. E-S-T-I-M-A-T-E. Estimate.
Incorrect.
No, I think it was.
She did it right? Oh, I thought she had. Okay. I thought I had an A in there. Okay. You are absolutely correct. Thank you. Okay, this is now round 18.
Prohibited.
Prohibited. Prohibited. Can I have the definition, please?
Forbade by authority or command.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
The school's dress code prohibited wearing hard-soled shoes in the gymnasium.
Prohibited. Prohibited. Prohibited.
Correct.
Authority.
Authority. Can I have the definition, please?
Power to require and receive submission. The right to expect obedience.
Authority. AUTHORITY. Authority.
Correct.
Pathetically.
Can you say it again?
Pathetically.
Can I have the definition, please?
In a manner evoking tenderness, pity, sympathy, or sorrow.
Can I have the language of origin?
The word consists of an originally Greek word that went from Latin to French, plus an English combining form.
Can I have the part of speech?
Adverb.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Fluffy stared pathetically at his empty bowl before whining at his humans.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Pathetically.
Pathetically. P-A-T-H-E-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y. Pathetically.
Correct.
This word has a near homonym. Solitary. Adjective. Single, individual, sole.
Solitary. Can I please have the language of origin?
Came to English from Latin.
Could you please repeat the definition?
Single, individual, sole.
Part of speech, please.
Adjective.
Any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
One moment, please. Okay.
Solitary. S-O-L-I-T-A-R-Y. Solitary.
Correct.
Decorative.
Can I have the definition?
Having a purely ornamental function.
Decorative. D-E-C-O-R-A-T-I-V-E. Decorative.
Correct. Round 19.
Typify.
Typify. Can I have the definition, please?
To embody the essential or salient characteristics of.
Typify. T-Y-P-I-F-Y. Typify.
Correct.
Indentation.
Indentation. I-N-D-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-N. Indentation.
Correct.
Perfectionism.
May I have the definition?
A disposition to regard anything short of flawlessness as unacceptable.
Can I have the language of origin?
The word consists of a part that went from Latin to French before becoming English, plus an English combining form.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Perfectionism can motivate a person to reach her goals, but it can also lead her to strive for an unattainable ideal.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Perfectionism.
Perfectionism. P-E-R-F-E-C-T
Perfectionism.
Correct.
Dissolved.
Dissolved. Could I please have the definition?
Passed into an act by which a solid, liquid, or gaseous substance is homogeneously mixed, usually with a liquid, either by simple physical mixing of components or involving chemical change.
Any of the alternate pronunciations?
Dissolved.
Language of origin, please.
English from Latin.
Dissolved. D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-D. Dissolved.
Correct.
Recuperating.
Recuperating. Can I have the definition?
Recovering health or strength, convalescing.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Gina is recuperating at home after having her tonsils removed.
Recuperating. R-E-C-U-P-E-R-A-T-I-N-G. Recuperating.
Correct. Round 20.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Can I please have the definition?
A place of refuge for birds or for game or other animals where predatory animals may be controlled and hunting is not allowed.
Can you say it again, please?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Can I have language of origin, please?
This word went from Latin to French to English.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can you say it again, please?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. S-A-N-C-T-U-A-R-Y. Sanctuary.
Correct.
Emulate.
Emulate. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin.
Can I have the definition?
To imitate with the intention of equaling or outdoing.
Emulate. Can you repeat the word?
Emulate.
Emulate. I-M-U-L-A-T-E. Emulate.
Incorrect. E-M-U-L-A-T-E. Almost.
Good job.
What?
This word.
What? Not yet. We're a team. We know words, sometimes our counting is off.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Obtuse, adjective, having an angle exceeding 90 degrees, but being less than 180 degrees.
Can I have the language of origin?
Latin.
May I have the word again?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. O-B-T-U-S-E. Obtuse.
Correct.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Parsonage, noun. The house or the house and land provided by a parish or congregation for its pastor's use.
Could you please repeat the word?
Parsonage.
Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
No.
Could you please repeat the word?
Parsonage.
Language of origin?
The first part of this word came to English from Latin-derived French, and the second part went from Greek to Latin to Anglo-French to English.
Parsonage. P-A-R-S-I-N-A-G-E. Parsonage.
Almost, but it's incorrect. P-A-R-S-O-N-A-G-E. Parsonage. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Deficiency.
Deficiency. Can I have the definition?
A shortage of substances as vitamins necessary to health.
Can you repeat the word?
Deficiency.
Deficiency. D-E-F-I-C-I-E-N-C-Y. Deficiency.
Correct. Now we're ready for 21.
Intermission.
Intermission. Can I please have the definition?
A planned interruption in a program.
Intermission. I-N-T-E-R-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Intermission.
Correct.
Religious.
May I have the definition?
Consistently faithful.
Can I have the origin, please?
Originally Latin, this word went through French before becoming English.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Mr. Reddick is religious about following his low-carb diet.
Can I have the word again, please?
Religious.
Religious. R-E-L-I-G-I-O-U-S. Religious.
Correct.
Execute.
Can I have the definition?
To put into effect, carry out fully and completely.
Can you repeat the word?
Execute.
Execute. E-X-E-C-U-T-E. Execute.
Correct. Round 22. What? Ending rules. Yes.
You want to go ahead and read this?
Yes, please. Yes, I agree.
Okay, you want to have a seat, honey. I'm going to read the end of B rule. If all spellers in a round misspell, if none of the spellers remaining in the spelling bee at the start of a round spells a word correctly, all remain in the competition and a new spelling round begins. All spellers eliminated in the same round are tied for the same place. After the champion has been determined, spelling bee officials may opt to conduct tiebreakers of their own design if tiebreakers are necessary for the awarding of prizes or the determination of qualifying spellers for the next level of competition. If only one speller in a round spells correctly, a new one-word spelling round begins and the speller is given an opportunity to spell a word on the list, which will be the anticipated championship word. If the speller succeeds in correctly spelling the anticipated championship word in this one-word round, the speller is declared the champion. Very important. If a speller misspells the anticipated championship word in a one-word round, a new spelling round begins with all the spellers who participated in the previous round. These spellers spell in their original order.
Thank you. All right, and now we're ready for round 23. What? 22. Sorry about that. We'll get these numbers down. You get the spellings right. We'll keep going. Yeah, round 22.
This word has a near homonym. Inherent, adjective, belonging by nature or settled habitat, intrinsic, essential.
Can you say the word again, please?
Inherent,
Can I have the part of speech?
adjective,
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin,
Inherent. Can you say it again, please?
Repeat the word.
inherent,
Inherent. INHERENT. Inherent.
Incorrect. It is INHERENT. Inherent.
Thank you.
No, just we are still in round 22.
attachment,
May I have the definition?
a separate document or file that is included and sent with an electronic message, such as an email or text message.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word consists of an originally Germanic element that went from French to English, plus a combining form that went from Latin to French to English.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word again, please?
Attachment,
Attachment. ATTACHMENT. Attachment.
Correct.
controversy,
Can I have the definition?
a difference marked especially by the expression of opposing views, a dispute.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The controversy embroiling the public school principal and the editor of the school newspaper concerned First Amendment rights.
Can you repeat the word?
Controversy,
Controversy. CONTROVERSY. Controversy.
Correct. Now, round 23. Absolutely.
great job. Fascination,
May I have the definition?
the state of feeling an intense interest in.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Probably originally of Greek origin, this word came to English from Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No.
Can I have the word in a sentence, please?
Kara's fascination with bugs as a child led her to pursue a career in etymology.
Can I have the word again, please?
Fascination,
Fascination. 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 Fascination.
Correct.
enraptured,
Can you repeat the word?
enraptured,
Can I have the definition?
filled with delight, gratified completely.
Can you repeat the word?
Enraptured,
Enraptured. ENRAPTURED. Enraptured.
Correct. Round 24.
leniency,
May I have the definition?
the quality or state of being indulgent or merciful.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin,
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
At her sentencing, the felon expressed regret for her crimes and pleaded for leniency.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Leniency.
Can I have the part of speech?
Noun.
Can I have the word again, please?
Leniency.
Leniency. L E N I E N C Y. Leniency.
Correct.
Pilferage.
Pilferage. What? Can I have the definition?
The act of stealing stealthily in small quantities.
Can you repeat the word?
Pilferage.
Pilferage. Pilfer. Can I start over?
Mm-hmm.
Pilferage.
Yes, she can start over.
Correct.
Just can't change anything, but you can start over.
Okay, good.
Okay. Pilferage. Pilfer. AGE.
Correct. Okie dokie. Here we go. Round 25.
Archivist.
May I have the definition?
One responsible for the collection, cataloging, and preservation of a repository for any documents or other materials, especially of historical value.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is probably from a word that went from Greek to Latin to French before becoming English.
Can I have it in a sentence?
David is an archivist at a university library and is in charge of preserving an extensive collection of colonial American documents.
Can I have the definition again?
One responsible for the collection, cataloging, and preservation of a repository for any documents or other materials, especially of historical value.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Archivist.
Archivist? Archivist. ARCHAVIST. Archivist?
Incorrect. The correct spelling is ARCHIVIST. Very close.
Breathe. This word could be confused with a similar word. Darcy, noun, a unit of porous permeability in physics, a unit of porous permeability in physics. Darcy.
Can you repeat the word?
Darcy.
Darcy. DARCY?
Correct.
That is correct.
All right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so-
Now, we are now in round 26.
And this next word will be our anticipated championship word.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Unsuitable.
Can I have the definition?
Not fitting, unbecoming, inappropriate.
Can you repeat the word?
Unsuitable.
Unsuitable. UNSUITABLE. Unsuitable.
Congratulations.
Good job, girl. Yay! Wow, 26 rounds. Wow. Woo. Oh, congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Good job, girls.
And There you have it, Sean Torado, Elgin Middle School, the 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee champion. Ben, it's over 3 hours of words being spelled.
Yeah, into 26 rounds, and for a while there we had
That's right.
rounds 11, 17, the same 6 students. We weren't sure, when we were going to start to see this field get it even smaller, but it came down to 3 over the last couple of rounds, and then these 2 young ladies going back and forth until we finally had a winner.
Started with 40 students from private, public, and home schools from across Oklahoma, 50 counties, 20 regions, and those 40 students down to 1. And it's Sean Torado from Elgin Middle School, and what happens next down the stage will be the trophy presentation. There'll be some handshaking, there'll be some photographs, maybe some autographs, Ben.
That could be.
And then we're hoping to get an interview with Sean right here on this set. And what are some things that you want to know from a spelling bee champion?
Well, just kind of what the strategy was. We've talked about how the spellers actually do kind of employ different strategies in terms of, like I said, some of those are really trying to, spell it out on their hand, or, maybe they just keep it all mentally. But it really be interesting to ask her kind of what was her strategy coming in. Did she stick with it? When you're out there, and she's been through a couple competitions at her school and a regional competition, but, the stage gets bigger and brighter the further you go. So here at the Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee, was she able to kind of stick with that, or did she, find a new strategy along the way?
One thing we noticed about Sean throughout the competition was she would spell 2 letters at a time. And in fact, let's throw it down to the stage for the trophy presentations.
Classroom B's all the way to here and see our kids off to nationals. So thank you guys all for coming. We appreciate all the hard work that you guys put in. And so here we go. Mina, today we have some prizes for you. So we have from Sonic, America's Drive-In, a $25 gift card, as well as a $750 tuition waiver from the University of Oklahoma. And then this trophy that.
Awesome. Good job.
Woo-hoo. All right, and then Sean, if you want to join me up here. All right, so here is your trophy, and then we have a whole stack of things to give you. So you get the Samuel Lois Sugarman Award. We have a 1-year membership to Britannica Online Premium. Let's set them on that chair behind you if that's easier. A 1-year subscription to Merriam-Webster's Unabridged Online. So you can use that for studying. And then we also have a $25 gift card from Sonic and a $1,000 tuition waiver from the University of Oklahoma. So there's that. And then last but not least, you would get an expenses paid trip to the 2018 Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. for you and one parent. I love it.
Wow. Okay.
At this time, we'd like to invite Sean and her family to come back with us. We're going to be hosting them in the back room here for just a few moments, okay? So
there we heard from Ashley Howard and Bailey Huntsman from the Oklahomans Newspapers and Education as they presented the awards there to our runner-up, Mina Seshardri from Norman Whittier Middle School, and Sean Torado, our 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee champion. She hails from Elgin the town of Elgin and Elgin Middle School.
Yeah, winning on the word unsuitable there in round 26. To be
She was given the word Darcy, and that would have thrown me for a loop. A lot of these, like a Darcy, could be an S-I, a C-Y, you know. It's tough.
Yeah,
which is the point, right?
Well, and it's kind of the luck of the draw, right? I mean, we've been kind of talking about this. You know, it seemed like some kids were kind of getting, you know, abnormally tough words, while others were, you know, like I said, it's just kind of the luck of the draw on what you get there. You know, some words like we talked about, wiki in the early rounds was one of the early words that stumbled a student. Understandably, it sounded like it probably could have been a word that would have been suitable for the 26th round. But yeah, it's about what words you get and how you handle it. And obviously, Sean handled it herself really well, coming out as today's champion.
It'll be interesting to chat with her in just a second. You know, over a couple dozen rounds in, do you get tired? Do you want more words? You know, you hate to ask the question, how are you feeling? But that's one of the questions you want to ask is, how are you feeling? And I see champions in our midst. Yeah. Come on up, guys. Congratulations, Sean. I'm going to have you stand right between us. I'm going to hand you this microphone, and then I'm going to get the cable from behind this chair. Well, congratulations, Sean. What did you think about those final words?
I didn't know some of these words, and I'm just surprised that I got them all.
Well, what was kind of your strategy coming in? I mean, in terms of when you were practicing and preparing, did you have a particular strategy that you looked to employ today, and did you stick with it?
Well, my strategy was just to spell in my head before I started spelling it out loud, and I guess I did stick with it.
Yeah, we were kind of noticing that it were some of the words you were using kind of a pattern of two, spelling it two letters at a time, and there was kind of a rhythm to that. Talk about how was that helpful for you?
So I don't forget that if I said another letter before that, so I don't say it twice.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a word. Was it pilferage? You started spelling. You're like, hey, can I start over? And they're like, yep, but you got to use the same letters. What are you thinking at that point?
I was just wondering how the last three words were, and with the last three letters, and I was just really surprised when I got it right.
Well, you certainly got it right. You got them all right today. Who do we have back here?
Oh, I'm the dad, actually.
Okay. Yep. And your name, sir?
Ron Tirado.
Ron?
Yes.
Noemi.
Well, congratulations to you both. What got her into spelling?
Well, she's actually been doing this since in first grade, Los Angeles. And then when we went to New York, she's been participating as well.
World travelers here, Ben.
Yeah, definitely. What was it like for you as parents? I mean, sitting in the audience.
Nerve-wracking.
I misspelled most of the words.
so you're spelling in your mind as well as she's going along
I'm
there.
Trying to. Oh no, that's a wrong spelling.
But unfortunately, she spelled it differently than you and got it right.
That's true.
That's true.
We were talking during our live webcast here of what the students were doing on the stage. What were you doing on the stage? Where would you look? Was there a point on the wall you were looking at, or was maybe your parents, or were there people that you were avoiding looking at?
Well, I wasn't really looking at anything, and most of it I was just fidgeting.
So now a trip to Washington to compete in the Nationals. Are you excited? Are you still kind of caught up in this moment, or just kind of what are your thoughts about now going to the national stage?
I'm really excited about going to the Nationals and really, really nervous.
Yeah. Well, you said you came in nervous today, but you came out on top. So obviously, you know that you're quite a speller, and yeah, best of luck to you at the national competition.
Thanks.
Good job today. Good luck.
Thank you.
And congratulations to everybody. We appreciate it. And thank you for your time here.
No problem.
Thank you, Sean. All right, Ben, there you have it. The 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. We have a champion headed to Washington, D.C.
Yeah, it was interesting. Obviously, you know, quite a speller. She talked about traveling, you know, in different competitions and being here today. But still, it's still a kind of a nerve-wracking experience, right? I mean, you're here in a big auditorium. You've got your parents watching. You know, nervous for the parents as well. Interesting, the mom saying that she was spelling along in her head, oftentimes getting it wrong. Unfortunately, her daughter got it right. She got them all right today.
We talked about how this is an engaging spectator sport, and we were back here doing the same thing throughout, kind of spelling the words. Do we got it? You know, is it an I and an E? Is there an H in there? Something like that. All right, that'll do it. The 2018 Central Oklahoma Spelling Bee. Hey, we will have this in its entirety posted on our website at newsok.com and Newspapers and Education website, nie.newsok.com. The man right here, Ben Felder, follow his education coverage. And before I let it go, Ben, tell us a little bit about your beat and the things that you cover. We mentioned, and we saw part of your interview with State Superintendent Joy Hoffmeister earlier. That's part of what you do for the Oklahoman.
Yeah, so I'm on what's called the DIG team. It's kind of a rapid investigative team of 3 reporters for the Oklahoman, and I specialize a lot on education, focus a lot on that, a lot of policy issues, cultural shifts, those kind of things, statewide issues as well. I also author a morning newsletter, The Morning Bell, which you can sign up for free, kind of a daily roundup of education news from across the state.
So follow Ben Felder's coverage online at newsok.com. Follow him on Twitter as well. He was tweeting throughout this. He had some good photos of the facial expressions,
good facial expressions
of the
from
students
today's event,
as well. So follow him on Twitter, follow him on newsok.com, and of course in the Oklahoman. I need to say thanks to the crew here: Todd Frazier, Paige Dillard, Greg Singleton, Tim Money, and Grayson Cook out there. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, watching it live or watching it on demand. Ben, thanks for your time as well.
Yeah, you bet. Had a fun time.
Good stuff.